Welcome to the Revolution, where our mission is to make our dollars revolve in our community. Cooperative economics is not just a concept that we discuss during Kwanzaa. For the Black community, it should be a way of life. There are so many Black entrepreneurs offering world-class products and services. There's no reason for us not to support them. According to the 2012 U.S. Census, Black-owned businesses had $187.6 billion in annual revenues, compared to $12.9 trillion for white-owned businesses. It's time that we stop funneling our dollars into other people's communities. For the next few weeks, we'll give you some options to buy Black this holiday season. The first entrepreneur we'll highlight is Tanika Wilson, owner of Pretty Wicked Scents. Let's chat with Tanika. So welcome to the Revolution, Miss Wilson.
Thank you.
Would you mind just introducing yourself to the community and tell us a little bit about your business?
Sure. Well, my name is Tanika Wilson, and I was born and raised here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I am the owner and candle maker at Pretty Wicked Scents. It is a handmade natural candle company which provides different array of fragrances from sweet to masculine and just anything in between.
Awesome. So how long have you been an entrepreneur, and what made you decide to step out on faith and go into business for yourself?
Well, I've actually been an entrepreneur for almost 5 years now. I initially started with my dance company and just kind of migrated over into the candle business. And it was a way for me to pay my way through school, and that's when I decided to go back to school for massage therapy. Mm-hmm. And so this was kind of happened to fall into it. I love candles and thought it was a great way to try to sell and raise money, and just fell in love with making them.
Well, it's very impressive because I have sampled your products before and I really love them.
Thank you.
And I'm really impressed with the products that you make because I've actually seen you create them by hand. And yes. I know a lot of people can just go to the mall and pick up a couple candles, mm-hmm. but your products are special because not only because you put your personal touch on mm-hmm. them, but also because they are some of the most aromatic candles that I've ever used. So how did you actually develop your candle making skills?
Well, a lot of trial and error. For me, I always loved candles. I've been the type of person that I would come home from work, and when I walk in the house, I'd light the candle, and it would be lit until time for me to go to bed or whatever was going on at that time. And one thing that I always had an issue with is when you light a candle, a lot of candles you have to stand right over them in order to get the fragrance. It doesn't, it doesn't disperse throughout the house. And I feel like a candle should be strong. If I light it, I should be able to get some sense of it mm-hmm. in other rooms without having to physically have it in that space. And I just continue to play with, with the formulas to come up with a way to make them stronger without compromising the scent, where it's overpowering in a sense, but that it's still appealing, mm-hmm. To your nose.
Okay, and I really wish that we had smell-o-vision because I really want the community to be able to smell your candles, but hopefully they will go ahead and purchase some because I definitely will attest that they are the bomb.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
What are some of the specific fragrances that you have?
Well, for the holidays, I've actually added a couple of new scents. I'm going to be doing pumpkin spice latte, mm-hmm. salted caramel are going to be my two holiday fragrances. And in addition to those, my traditional scents, which are a classic linen that I offer, Love Spell, which has been a very popular scent. But I would have to say the most popular scents that I do right now are cranberry, pomegranate, and strawberry kiwi. For whatever reason, everyone tends to love those. And it's possibly because it's just that they're not too sweet. Mm-hmm. But they still give you a nice scent, and you don't necessarily have to just use those particular fragrances in the kitchen.
Okay, I'll have to try some of those. So what are some of the other products that you sell through Pretty Wicked Scents?
Well, in addition to the candles, I also offer the wax melts. And it with the wax melts, it's a good option for people who work in an office space and you can't have an open flame, mm-hmm. or for people who have small pets that jump around or small children, to keep from having that exposure to the flame. You still can get that fragrance throughout your home without having to light. And also I do matching car freshener scents. But the great thing about the car fresheners is they are multi-purpose, so you could use them like I do. Sometimes I put them in my linen closets or my clothing closet at home in order to keep things smelling fresh even after they've come out the wash.
Okay, awesome. So I really appreciate you telling us about your fragrance
Absolutely.
line, and I know you do have some other services that you offer, so we're going to talk about those in just a moment. We'll stop for a quick commercial break right now. So we are back with Tanika Wilson, owner of Pretty Wicked Scents.
Yes.
So we've been talking a lot about your candle line and your hot wax melts. I know that you're definitely a woman of many talents. So you've already mentioned that you teach dance classes. So tell us a little bit about those services and how we can get in on those.
Okay. Well, I actually also teach pole dance lessons and do pole dance parties and lap dance parties for the ladies. And so currently I'm only doing private one-on-one lessons for someone who may be looking for ongoing practices. But you're welcome to contact me either on Facebook or Instagram, and I also have a website. But my Instagram is at Pretty Wicked Scents, as well as Facebook at Pretty Wicked Scents. And then my website is shopprettywickedscents.bigcartel.com. Maybe a little easier for you to find me online, no problem. Or they can also reach me by phone, via text or call, and that number is 205-523-6756.
Okay, awesome. So we have all your information. I hope that you get lots and lots of orders for
Yes,
Christmas.
please send them on.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it a lot.
You're wonderful. A revolution is defined as a forcible overthrow of a government or social order in favor of a new system. It can also be defined as a single orbit of one object around another or about an axis or center. The Black community needs a financial revolution. Our current social order just isn't working for us. Studies show that when money comes into an Asian household, it circulates within the Asian community an average of 28 days before leaving that community. For Jewish households, it's around 19 days. For Black households, it's a depressing 6 hours. And we wonder why so many of our communities are impoverished. It's up to us to overthrow this social order of mental and economic enslavement and create a new system of unity and cooperative economics. Let's support each other and make our dollars revolve in our community. The Black community has always been a haven for unique talent, and TaNieka is a shining example of the creativity that we possess. I hope this episode of The Revolution inspires you to seek out Black-owned businesses like Pretty Wicked Scents to fulfill your holiday shopping needs. Let's support each other and make our dollars revolve in our community. Hotep family.